pray. You never do pray. He said, well, I'm a Muslim, but I don't pray. Ugh. How? When Rasul Sallallahu said, Laysa minha, he's not from us who leaves Salah. And what about Ramadan? Here we are, we're in the month of Ramadan, and you're telling me you're a Muslim and you don't fast? What you doing sitting there drinking that bibzi? He said, I'm a Muslim, but I don't fast. What about zakah? Do you pay your zakah, brother? Allah knows my heart. I love Allah. But Rasul Sallallahu ordered us, we have to pay the zakah. But I don't, Allah knows my heart. Allah says, Kul in kuntum tuhibun Allah fatabiyuni yubbikum Allah wa yaghfir lakum dhunubakum wallahu ghafurur rahim. Tell him, this is what Allah is telling the Prophet ﷺ. Tell him, if you really love Allah, follow me, Rasul ﷺ. Then, and only then is Allah going to love you. So this answers immediately the question, well, what about these people who are Christians and Jews and they do some good deeds and blah, blah. Do they follow Rasul ﷺ? But they love Allah. Do they follow Rasul ﷺ? So until and unless they got the understanding of Muhammad or Rasulullah and they follow it, they're not fulfilling their potential. That's the bottom line. And you ask them, what about Hajj? Do you make Hajj? Did you do Umrah? Did you do anything? Did you put on the 2 towels and go down? I mean, you took a month off last year, took your bonus and your salary. You took your kids over to Florida and went to Disney World, and you did tawaf around Epcot Center for how long? But you didn't make Hajj. He said, brother, I'm a Muslim, but... Oh, we get it. You're a Muslim, but... That's good. That's good. You got part of a Muslim. The part you sit on. Oh, we need some legs, arms, a head. MashaAllah, you could be a whole Muslim. At the same time that I'm picking on the Muslims, I want to be careful that I don't do that in front of the new or the non-Muslims. Why? One of our brothers in Islam, a beautiful brother, we love him very much, Yusuf Islam, used to be Cat Stevens. And he read about Islam while he was in the hospital. He read the Quran. He made nadr with Allah. He was drowning actually out in the California ocean, the Pacific. He said, if you get me back, I will worship you on your terms. And that's when Allah guided him to Islam. Because Allah got him back safely, he didn't drown. He told the story himself. But he said it was some years, really, before he ever met any Muslims. And his statement was, had I met Muslims first, wallahi, I wouldn't be a Muslim. This means he had bad experience with some Muslims. And while it's true, I will tell Muslims, new Muslims, brand new Muslim, and people looking at Islam, if you get in Islam, Allah is going to give you a big test. Allah says in Surah Ankabut, do they think they'll be left alone on entering Islam and they won't be put into fitna? For sure Allah is going to put them in the test that He put the people before them in to show who are the sadiq, the truthful, and those who are kadhib, the liars. Now that's in the Quran. So I will tell them about that, and I will tell them part of the fitna, part of the test, I'm sorry to tell you, is going to be us, the Muslims. Because, don't look at Muslims to see what's Islam. I will tell them that. But I'm not going to insult all the Muslims by making a statement like that, because it's not true. The majority of all the Muslims are actually good. That's the truth. Just as in the case of Americans. There are some bad Americans. That's true. But the majority of them are pretty good guys. They just don't know. It's actually up to us to get the message to them. But we haven't done our job. We've got a lot of good Muslims out there. A lot of good Muslims. Some of them are also a little bit ignorant about Islam. But again, that's not cause for me to try to pass judgment on them. It's cause for me to do what? Work harder to get the message out. And by the way, this is to the youth. Listen to me. Don't try to convert the old people to your understanding of Islam. Don't do that. It's not going to work. They're going to get mad at you, and you're going to be in trouble. Just take it easy. You want them to learn something, show them with your good actions. Bribe them with your kindness. Let them ask you, and when you start answering, stop if they lose interest. Otherwise, you're never going to get anything with them. I promise you. You're not going to go anywhere with it. It's the youth. I know you know everything there is to know about everything, but just, take it easy until you get a little bit of silver. I don't call this gray, by the way. It's not worth much. Silver's worth a lot, so, but take it easy, guys. And our youth, a lot of you are gung-ho. You want to just change the whole world, and I'm proud of you for the energy, but direct that in the right way. Be careful with it, and don't be too quick to shoot off the gun of takfir, because this is very dangerous, and I think you know what I'm talking about. I'm saying this because we're trying to give dawah now to non-Muslims, and you get into these things like this, and you're going to hurt your dawah right away. If you start talking about different groups, you're going to lose the person. If they ask you, I get this question all the time, which kind of Muslim are you? Oh, I get that all the time from non-Muslims. Are you one of them Shiites? Or are you one of them Sufis? Or one of them Sunnis? Some of them call them Sunnis. Are you one of the Sunnis? My dad used to call me Sunny. When I came back from a retreat that we did down in Tequestango in Mexico, which is close to Guadalajara, we established a place there with Omar Weston. It's called Dar es Salaam. And on the way back to the United States, customs grabbed me, and then that's normal for them anyway. But they did it just by my face. Usually they do it with my passport because my number pops up, but they did it by face. They said, come on. I said, whoa. They set me down in a room, and you have to wait, and then they come in, So they said, so what kind of Muslim are you? And I thought I could get away with this. I said, I don't know what you mean. They said, yeah, you do. What kind of Muslim are you? I said, what do you mean? They said, are you one of those Sunnis? I go, no, just, you one of them Sufis? I go, no. Are you Shiite? No. Qadiani, Aga Khani? They got the book in front of me. It's going 5% Rastafarian, Hebrewish Muslim. I see I'm not going anywhere until I come up with something. I'm thinking, what am I going to say? You one of the Wahhabis? Salafis? I'm going, man, they know everything, got that book. They didn't miss nothing, You're in the Ikhwan Muslimin? Are you with the Hamas? Are you with the Hezbollah? I'm going, wait a minute, there's two I didn't hear about before, I'm supposed to be a Muslim chaplain. I'm supposed to know all of them, and I said, whoa. They're not going to let up. What kind of Muslim are you? Okay, I'm a fat Muslim. They didn't laugh. They tried again. What kind of Muslim are you? I said, old. Still won't let up. All right, I confess. I'm a Christian Muslim. I said, what's that? I said, well, I used to be a Christian. I became a Muslim. Oh, okay. They wrote something down. You can go.